What area of your life needs elevating right now?
I'm really honored to be here because what I'm finding is that you are people who are so invested. You are going to be changing the lives of yourself, of your family, of future generations, and it's so inspirational to watch what you're doing.
I am so glad that I went through the process of learning what I learned about being a better advocate for my financial future, and that is why I believe you all are here.
We spend the vast bulk of our life deferring joy, deferring connection, deferring rich experiences off into the future, sure that that day will arrive, and unfortunately we succeed. So we successfully anesthetize ourselves to the present moment in the service of a future one being better, which is interesting because money does exactly the same thing.
People don't put the right value on time. You throw your effort into something that you've never actually counted the cost and figured out what the ROI on your effort's going to be. And say, what's the real rate of return on this hour or this day of my life? And how am I going to spend it? Is it worth it to work 60 hours a week? Who's paying the price for that?
Money is really not the problem, but it is if we make it a priority. Going through COVID the last 3 years changed the way a lot of people look at life. It was a wake-up call to a lot of people in deciding what really matters. Remain independent of any source of income that would deprive you of your personal liberties. It is not the mountain we conquer, but ourselves.
The hardest thing for each one of us to do is go back and look at our failures and dissect them like a postmortem. But if you don't do that, how are you ever going to get better? You only have to beat your yesterday self. That's who you're going against today. Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. I'm a firm believer in that what you write down and you visualize for yourself will come true. I had this epiphany that what you think about, you bring about, and that there was a power to your thoughts and your mind. The power of your will is the strongest power you have. You cannot be stopped if you decide you want to do something and you don't make a bunch of excuses. It's not what happens that determines your life future. It's what you do about what happens.
We have to deal with the hand that we're dealt and do it the best way we can.
Seasons are going to come, whether you want them to or not. If we can identify our season of life, we can maximize wherever we are. We can make the most of it.
Every single day I get up, there's an absolute macro change across multiple markets. It moves every day. Every day the situation is going to change. The highway's blocked off, business change, Wall Street goes up and down, money changes.
We don't like change. Many of us went into our profession, our business, because we wanted some constancy. We're having an opportunity, I think, right now as we move from a cycle up, and now we're going through a phase of some level of correction. We call it the full cycle entrepreneur.
I'm going to let you off the hook right now and tell you that every business is going to cycle. And most of the time, it doesn't have much to do with us at all. There's no way that any business can exist in a perpetual summer. In a winter, we need to maximize our resources.
I see the value in what David does. If the weight of the market's going this way, he's over here. That's where you find opportunity.
The wisdom of this room is immense, and that's why we do this together. We navigate together. I just like to be a curator of the best people and the best possible information so we can discern and dissect and figure out what's right for us. That's the rooms I love to be in, and that's the caliber of room I want to continue to maintain and continue to elevate our standards as a community, as individuals.